I've got something I've got to say, and I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say it. Worcestershire sauce. Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I do truly appreciate it. And Worcestershire sauce goes good on pork chops, in my humble opinion. But today is a great day for me, so far anyway. But I got a big box in the mailbox. There's stuff in it. There's books in there. There's slipcases in there. All kind of cool things that I've been looking forward to. I got to get that mother open and get that stuff out. And it comes from one of my absolute favorite publishers, Walk in God's Green Earth. That's SST Publications. Paul Fry in the United Kingdom pumps out amazing stuff from amazing authors at amazing prices and with amazing customer service. High quality books, great service. I cannot say enough great things about this company and this fella. But what I've got here is actually 3 separate purchases all bundled into one big box and shipped my way. What I'm going to do is some of this stuff I'm going to open up and I'm going to show you right now. And then one of them I'm probably going to put in another video, unrelated author, unrelated stuff. With that being said, without any further ado, let me open this joker up and show you what I got because it's exciting for me. Like I said, it's multiple things. So I think what I'm going to show you right now is stuff from an author named Stephen Graham Jones. Ever hear of him? I stumbled into SST Publications a few years ago, and it was Joe R. Lansdale books that got me there. I had never heard of the publisher until I found out that a Joe Lansdale collection was being published, and then there were more, and then I went on the website and found out, hey, they publish other Joe Lansdale books, and then I stumbled into some other authors that they published, and that's how I got in there. That's how I became a big fan. So I said that I was opening multiple things from multiple authors, and this is one of the things that I'm going to show you right here, right now. And this would be the other thing. And so let me set the rest of this to the side. We'll get to that at a later date. But what you see here with SST Publications is a big box. Lots of stuff, lots of fluff. The books and stuff inside of all that stuffing are wrapped in bubble wrap. And you get some cool things. One of the things that I know and love from SST Publications are this swell, sweet, touching, personalized letter or note, essentially, from the publisher, from the owner of the publisher, Paul Fry. Hi, Tim. I'm very happy to enclose your order. Thank you so much and enjoy. Take care, Paul. And Paul, I assure you, I keep everyone. They're special to me. It's part of the package, so to speak. So all or almost all, I think all of my SST publication books, regardless of author, regardless of when I bought it, have one of these notes enclosed. More than likely, one of these books won't, because I got one note probably for 2 different books. But let's take a look there. Let's set this stuff aside. And the first thing I want to show you, this would be the Stephen Graham Jones package, or part of the package. Now, it's actually SST that got me into Stephen Graham Jones. I'm going to sidetrack, get segued here a little bit. They published this book right here called The Only Good Indians. And I'd never heard of the book. I'd never heard of the author. But when I went onto their website looking to see what other kind of Joe R. Lansdale stuff they had, I saw a picture of this book, and I did this. This is what I did. Holy cow. It looked so good. So awesome. So I had to mash them buttons and look up who's this Stephen Graham Jones fella, this Stephen Graham Jones character, and find out more about that. And what I found was that a lot of people were high on this book, The Only Good Indians. And in fact, Joe R. Lansdale, the publisher or the author I was talking about, was high on this book, The Only Good Indians. So I had to mash them buttons, order it, and get one coming my way And I've been getting Stephen Graham Jones books ever since. But it was the Francesco Gianni artwork that sold me. And so there's been more illustrated by Francesco Gianni, including the one that I'm supposed to be showing you right now instead of talking. And so this bundle, this unboxing, has a lot of different caveats. What I'm showing you right here is going to be part of one purchase and a total of another purchase. So let's start at the beginning and work our way back. At some point in history, I bought this book right here, My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. And here is the, it's got a Mylar Brodart Just to Fold 3 dust jacket protector on the dust jacket. And this will come into play here in a minute because I've got a slipcase for that book. But then later, Stephen Graham Jones wrote a sequel to that book. And so now there are two books, and it's called the Indian Lake Trilogy. I guess that means there's a third. And that's what this book is here. But after this book, after I bought this book, Paul Fry at SST said, hey, I'm going to start doing something here for you. I'm going to start getting slipcases made, and you can buy them separately. At least in this case, you could buy them separately. And he came up with a deal. He said, you can order one or both of these slipcases for this trilogy, the two books in this trilogy. Two books so far in this trilogy, we'll say. And so I had to mash them buttons just as fast as I could. Got it. Both slipcases purchased, and that came with free shipping. So the slipcases with free shipping and all totaled around $73 US, because it's in the United Kingdom, so I'm paying in US dollars because I'm in the United States. But both slipcases totaled for around $73, and I hadn't seen a picture of them. I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I love SST and I love slipcases. So they said the slipcases would be made of a high quality material, and it feels like it. I don't know what you'd call it, but you can see it right there. It's shiny, it's leather-ish looking. It fits this book really well. And for those of you who like to put your books on the shelf the wrong way, this spine looks phenomenal. It looks fabulous. It doesn't look as good as the spine on the book, in my humble opinion. But the spine does look good, and you'll always know what book you got because it tells you right here, Don't Fear the Ripper, Stephen Graham Jones, SST. So that is the first slipcase, and I'm going to show you what it looks inside, what it looks like. But I'm stoked. I really dig this slipcase. I'm glad I got one. So let's set it right here for now. And then the book. So I just showed you, I've already done an unboxing video on My Heart is a Chainsaw. This is a sequel to My Heart is a Chainsaw. And I haven't read either book. I've read Stephen Graham Jones. I bought The Only Good Indians, was the first book of his I ever bought. The second book of his I ever bought was called Mongrels, and I read Mongrels right away. And I loved that book. I really did love that book. Flippin' phenomenal take on werewolves. And I loved it. I already said that. So I won't say it again, at least not intentionally. It might just fly out. But I read that and I dug it, man. See, you didn't get me that time. And then I read The Only Good Indians, the one that came with such excitement. And I liked that one too. I didn't like it as much as Mongrels. Mongrels was great. That one was very good. So that's my Stephen Graham Jones reading. But after two books, I'm a fan. And this trilogy here, the first two books, the first one reviewed were mixed on My Heart is a Chainsaw. Sounds great. Can't wait. But on this one, the sequel to it, book 2 of the trilogy, the reviews were much, much more exciting. People have heaped a lot of praise on this follow-up book. And so that's the one I'm going to show you right now. Show you what it looks like. And man, that Francesco Gianni artwork. Stephen Graham Jones and SST, I don't know what kind of a deal they struck with Francesco Gianni, but it's mind-boggling. Unbelievable. Some of the best-looking books I own are these Stephen Graham Jones SST books with this Francesco Gianni artwork on the dust jacket. It just looks so, I want to say a bad word, but I won't, so dad gum good. Let me take this slipcase, stretch it out, and show you what it looks like. And wow, that's a good word. Flabulous, phenomenal, just looks so good. What an awesome dust jacket artwork we got there. But let's get to the book itself. It is a quality cloth bound book, 2-color foil stamping on the front. It matches the slipcase that we saw there. And then the spine also matches the slipcase that we saw there. And these books are bound with quality binding. It is Smithsonian colored bands. It looks neat, just a little bit of extra beauty to it. And look at our illustrated end papers. But wait, there's more. Just stuff I didn't even expect. And in the back, DVD spines of slasher films. Go figure. And what I noticed right here, Silent Rage. When I was a kid growing up, that movie was probably one of the scariest I'd ever seen. The killer on Silent Rage, a chemically enhanced psychopath that couldn't be killed. They'd cut him with a razor and it would heal right back up again. But Chuck Norris was there, and that was the only saving grace. And that's the only reason my mom let me watch that movie. She said, "Nuh-uh, no slasher movies are allowed in our house. You can watch all the werewolf and vampire movies you want, but no serial killers. Unless Chuck Norris is on the case." So I saw some slasher films starring Chuck Norris. Silent Rage was one of them. But let's take a look further at this book. The next thing I want to see is our signature page. And I'm going back and forth, because I get confused sometimes. But I want to see the signature page. My copy is number 44 of 500 numbered copies. And there is that beautiful signature page and the artwork on it and the signature at the top there by Stephen Graham Jones. Just beautiful stuff. And this is where SST Publications separates themselves from publishers who publish much more expensive books. You will get less than this for 3 times or 4 times the money from some of the most popular publishers out there. It boggles the mind. Thank you, Paul Fry, for what you do. You're one of the great ones. But this is published on thick 100 GSM acid-free paper. Don't know what any of that stuff means, but it's good. Good thick stuff. And so here's a couple of things. There's what the text looks like and the color of the pages. And let me see how thick this is. It said 100 GSM. I want to see. That's thick paper. That's good stuff. Listen. It's good stuff. But these Francesco full-page illustrations, how do you do it? How do you fit all this stuff in to a book and still keep it affordable? I paid $61.25 US, and that includes shipping from the United Kingdom to Central Florida. I don't know, but I love it. I'm begging for more. You got a customer and you got a friend in me, Paul Fry. But let me find the remaining illustrations in here. Just another thing that boggles the mind is all of this artwork that gets jammed into a book for such a price with so much quality from front to back, top to bottom. And then you add in authors like Stephen Graham Jones, like Joe Lansdale, Grady Hendrix, like Robert McCammon, all sorts of great authors. I can't think of them all right now because I can't think very well anyway. But you get all this stuff at such a fair price. So I'm a big fan. Just looking at this artwork here. It looks so good. I'm a fan, man. So I've got a few more illustrations in here I want to show you. And then I got another slipcase that I want to show you as well. For my heart is a chainsaw. But we're running through this book, all these illustrations, and such a great price, such a good production. It looks so good. They all are all full page illustrations, but it looks so good. Fabulous artwork. And that brings us to the exclusive additional features in this book. So here we have our bonus material in the back. Exclusive bonus material to this edition. And in here we have interviews Introduction, interviews, and we have, what else? We have a State of the Slasher Address. And we have It Follows, introduction. So some neat additional bonus features, and I always dig neat additional bonus features. And then finally about the author, which probably is not exclusive. But there is Don't Fear the Reaper. It does look so good, so nice. I got you. But let me get this back in this beautiful dust jacket and get it back in its amazing slipcase. It just looks good. What a great combination. So once again, these two slipcases I purchased separately from this book. And I paid for the two slipcases about $73 for them both. And that was free shipping because since I bought the book, he said he would just ship them with the book and didn't charge anything for the shipping. So I paid for shipping for a book and also got two slipcases included. So that, again, that's an example of a publisher where they could try to find ways to pick your pockets. Instead, they find ways to help save you money. And that's where good people make a difference. That's where good people shine. And hopefully success follows the good people. Let me get this open it up like a Christmas present, and get this other slipcase out. So the slipcase was wrapped in a tissue paper. It's stuffed a little bit with some foam to help give it a little bit of support. The other one was supported by the book, but the book didn't come with this one. I already had the book. So let me show you this slipcase. For My Heart is a Chainsaw. The same type of material, but a different color scheme on the cover and on the spine. Something that is going to match more with the color scheme on the book itself. So it looks nice slipcases. I dig them, man. And I want to see how it fits. Because this book, My Heart is a Chainsaw, after I bought it, I wrapped that dust jacket in a Brodart Adjust-A-Fold 3 Mylar dust jacket. And sometimes when you do that, it makes them fit tight in slipcases. Slipcase makers don't always account for that extra thickness that comes from the plastic. So this plastic has been on for a few months, and I want to see how it fits. And you want to know something here? Not only is the slipcase nice, but it fits like it was made for a book with a dust jacket and a Brodart Adjust-A-Fold 3 slipcase. So there we have it. It fits perfectly. It looks amazing. And it's going to go nicely together on the shelf. Now I'm just waiting for book 3 in this trilogy, if it is in fact a trilogy. But there they look. That's what it'll look like on my shelf. The slipcases will look nice. And there are the front of the slipcases. Man, it's just going to look good. But that's what it's going to look like on my shelf because I put them on the right way. For those of you who put them on the wrong way, it's probably going to look something like this. And right, wrong, whatever. It's your shelf. Do it however you want to. But either way, it's great. I'm so excited to have this stuff in my collection. Thank you to SST for doing such great work. Thank you to Stephen Graham Jones for writing such excellent work. And thank you to Francesco Gianni for making such beautiful artwork. With that being said, I can think of no more lies to tell. So thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. And say la vie, baby. Doo-doo.